Hello, everybody, and welcome. Michelle from Holistic Pillars. Today, I'm really super excited to be having a chat with, now I've got to get the name right, it's Lisa Leask. Is that how you say your surname? Leask?
No, Leask, yes.
Leask,
Lisa
right.
Leask, yeah.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, I've never known your surname. From Healthy Mumma. Lisa and I recently connected through a mutual friend of ours, Kaylee, the gorgeous Kaylee. And I've been super excited to connect with you and learn your story and your own health journey, which is very similar to mine, to be honest. And I just love at Holistic Pillars sharing stories, sharing journeys, inspiring others, creating new connections, etc. So welcome, Lise.
Thank you.
Lisa Leask from Healthy Mumma. So why I wanted to have a chat with you today was really, what is your health journey? I know that you've got a really good one, and I know that you've learned a lot, and I know that you've gone beyond. So we're just going to have a chat about that. So where did your health journey start? Tell me a bit about you.
Okay, so my name's Lisa. I'm 42. Can't believe I'm 42. And I have two children, Avery, who's 10, Archie, who's 8, and I have a husband, Jordan, who's my rock. My health journey started actually after I had children. So I had Avery 10 years ago, nearly 11 now, and I, really busy with motherhood and being a first-time mother and all those types of things. I kind of let myself go in my 20s. I didn't exercise. I didn't worry about what I was eating. I was just basically too busy having a good time, really, in my 20s. And then after I had Avery, I just had a light bulb moment where I remember seeing a photo of myself at one of my other friends' birthdays with Avery, and it was literally just a picture of my face. It was just my face. And when I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, is that me? So I kind of looked at that and went, and I wasn't feeling great. I was tired. Yes, I was a new mum, sleep deprived and all of those things. But I really was the unhealthiest I'd ever been in my life at that point. So that was a light bulb moment for me to think I need to improve my health for myself, for my husband, for my children. So then I started to look at my diet and what I was eating. I started to exercise quite for the first time, like intensively. Look, I played netball, but I never really exercised more than that. So it was the first time I thought, right, I'm going to do something about this. So when I went to start to look at food, and look, I love to cook. I'm a big cook, and I love to eat. So food is really important to me in terms of taste. Like, it really had to taste nice for me to, eat it. So when I was looking into food, all I could kind of find online and around was I just didn't want to eat steamed broccoli and chicken every night. So I started looking at recipes and what I could put into my body. And I basically went with a wholesome diet. So no processed food, no refined sugar. So natural sugars, yes, things like there's sugars in fruit and all sorts of stuff, but yeah, not the added sugar. I looked at cutting out all additives and preservatives in my food, and then basically looking at, like just fresh, beautiful food. So that's how Healthy Mumma started. And then when I got into doing the recipes and started exercising, within a year of doing that, I lost 25 kilos. So that's a lot of weight. And it wasn't kind of about the weight, it was about how I felt as well. So the weight kind of just dropped off. So then after I did that, a lot of my friends actually were like, you need to do something with this. You need to share, you need to share your recipes and share things. So that's how Healthy Mumma started. So in the start, I put together a recipe book that has over 100 recipes, and it's got, breakfast, lunch, dinners, all sorts of things in there. Look, I'm not a qualified nutritionist or dietitian or anything like that. It's all based on my experience and what worked for me in terms of, my health. I also wanted to make sure that my children were eating healthy too. So that's how that kind of came about. Then I also, in that couple of years, I struggled to get pregnant with my second child. So the weight thing was, and diet and all that sort of stuff was another thing that helped me, you know, get pregnant again the second time around. So it was all about, you know, how I was feeling in my body and all that sort of stuff too.
So you had your aha moment, which was obviously this photo, and you remembered how you used to feel, and at some point you've lost your way, and it was like, what did I need to do? And then I think you were mentioning to me there was there something? Oh, there's this later on down the track with the detox stuff, isn't it? The low tox stuff. Wrong topic.
Yeah.
But the health of those around you. So when you started doing this initially, it was to lose the weight and to feel good. So when you say, I know that you're not a nutritionist, but you've done really well with, and we'll get into the healthy mama. So you had enormous success with your own weight loss, and then obviously the health of people around you, and then Healthy Mumma came about.
Yep. So Healthy Mumma.
So you created the website.
So I created the website. I did blogs on things that I found. So I would write articles about, you know, what you can switch out, basically. So things like, you know, I found out that, you know, honey, for example, the honey that you buy in the store that comes out of a jar has been purified, which means all the goodness, all the enzymes and everything that's in raw natural honey is lost because it's had that heating process. So as I was going, I was learning all these things about food and just sharing that information with everyone as well. So I did also, I tried not to eat gluten too much as well. I think that really helped. That was by choice, not because I was a celiac or anything like that, but I found that was better for my gut health as well. So it was just about learning and experiencing that and then sharing my recipes with everybody. I also started doing products. So I was making things like treat balls, so sweetening things with natural things like natural dates. Yeah, so I was selling all of that, but it kind of got a little bit too hard in terms of I was doing that. So I was, working and then coming home and doing orders and things. So I did stop doing that because I found that was it's a hard work, the food industry, I have to say. My hat goes off to people in the food industry. And then I stopped that. So then it was all about just making recipes. And then I released another book. So I've got 2 ebooks. I probably need to do another one. Yeah, I probably need to do another one. I send out free recipes to subscribers on my website. So often I will send out a free recipe. So I probably need to put together all the free ones. Kaylee's always at me to put the free ones together.
What's in your ebooks?
So in my ebooks, it's a range of things. So I have breakfast, snacks and condiments. I have dinners. I have salads. I have soups. There's so many recipes in there. Spice mixes, marinades, all sorts of things that are in the ebook. So my thing is that food has to taste good. You need to put flavour into food. Otherwise, for me, there's no point eating it if it's not going to taste good as well. So.
Absolutely. With your actual health journey before you got into Healthy Mumma, and I guess we all have setbacks. So along your journey, how long did it take you to lose the 25 kilos? That's a huge amount of weight, Lisa.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of weight. So I was basically, when I started the journey, I was probably 10 kilos heavier before I got pregnant. So what happened? I had Avery, and in a year of having Avery, I put on 10 kilos in a year. And then I was trying to get pregnant again, and that wasn't working. And then so I started the transition of losing weight because I was seeing a acupuncturist and all sorts of things and the natural ways to get pregnant and things. And the one thing they said to me was that, it was my weight as well. So yeah, 25 kilos I lost, I think, within a year. So, I mean, you don't lose weight overnight, do you? It's all about,
So
and it's also about exercising as well. Like I was exercising quite a bit too.
Yeah, it's staying focused though, and that's not always easy, right?
No, it's not. Yeah. My mindset's, I'm pretty determined when I put my mind to something. My husband always says there's no going back for me. I'm determined and I'm going to do it. So, and there was a big picture at the end of the day. It was about wanting to have another child as well. So for me, it was, there was a goal at the end that I wanted to achieve as well. It wasn't just about losing weight. It was about, expanding my family and having that too.
So that's the absolute ultimate goal. So you started out with the goals, and then your passion or this purpose, like you've actually converted that over to being, healthy mama, which I think is just sort of like a little bit like my journey with health and illness and wanting to make changes and lifestyle changes for a reason. And then holistic pillars comes out of it. So, hey, let's teach other people that there is opportunity and hope and
that's right.
ways of going about it.
Yeah, and if you can educate people on your learnings and what's worked for you, it might actually inspire somebody else to do the same thing. So I'm all about that, sharing information and knowledge and inspiring others to make positive lifestyle changes for them and their family. Like my motto for Healthy Mumma had always been, a healthy, happy mum means a healthy, happy family. And it's true. It's totally true, because if you're not happy and you're not healthy, then your family won't be either. I just think that's the way it is. And you've got to, sometimes you do have to be selfish as a mum, although it's hard. You've got to be selfish and look after yourself too, and make sure that you're, like my husband was really great. Even my late mother-in-law, she would look after the kids while I went and exercised for me, because she knew how important it was to me, and he knows how important it was to me because it made me feel better.
It's like filling up your own cup first, right? Otherwise, you've got nothing to give anybody else.
Exactly. Otherwise, you've got nothing to give everyone else. And we all probably need to learn that. Like everyone needs to learn that too. Like you need to look after yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. So you have to do it yourself.
That's great. You're inspiring so many people with Healthy Mumma. I know I love the site. I love I've got to look into it more. The ebooks. I haven't.
Oh yes.
Download some and have a look. So you've got your recipes, you've got your website, and I think we will just jump straight into, we were going to do a part 2, but I think this leads us beautifully to the new part or element of Healthy Mumma. And I'm really, because I think this is a huge topic, and it's something that I know nothing about, so you're going to educate me.
Yes.
But I'm really good at holistic pillars. I'm fantastic at fueling my body with nutrient-dense foods, and I'm all about no toxic stuff. I don't eat processed food, all of that sort of stuff. And I know that that's your philosophy as well.
Yep.
You've taken it one step further, and I know there's a lot of people out there, and it's about low tox living.
Correct.
So low tox living is everything in the environment or in our homes or around us, what we're putting on our skin. And I need to know so much about this topic.
Yep.
So you now have moved Healthy Mumma from being focused, well, I suppose you are still looking at the recipes and all that, because I see a lot of your stuff on social media, but moving into the low tox living. Tell me what it's all. Tell me about what sparked your interest in low tox living. What's it all about? Let's go.
Okay. So for the last however many years, so Healthy Mumma started in 2014, and now what are we, 2001. So for that period of time, I was always really conscious about what I was putting into my body in terms of food. I never ever thought about everything else. So my home, so what I was putting onto my body, my skincare, my beauty, my makeup, what I was cleaning with, I was burning candles in my home, all the things around me. I never actually thought about that. I was always so conscious about what I was fueling my body with, but never really looked at anything else. And why I decided to go low tox is my why was because my daughter had some really bad skin irritation issues. And I mean, we've been to specialists and doctors and all sorts of things, but one of the recommendations from the specialists and the doctors was to go and find a laundry detergent that didn't have any chemicals or nasties or toxins in it. So that's what got me started into it, like trying to find, like I'd go to the supermarket and I was Googling ingredients and I'm like, I could not find one product in the supermarket that didn't have anything that wasn't going to, hurt her skin. So your skin is the largest organ in your body. And when you're washing your clothes with toxic detergents and things, that actually rubs onto your skin. It makes a huge difference. So, which led me to I found the Young Living laundry liquid, and I found Young Living. And I was just blown away by the education that, that you receive when you start with Young Living, just even as not as doing the business, but also just being a member. And I found their laundry detergent that is all plant-based. It has no nasties, no chemicals or anything in it. And it has made such a big difference to her and her skin irritation issues. So then from there, I looked at, you can see behind me my beautiful diffuser and my oils there, looking at natural living and what essential oils can do for you. I never really was an essential oil person, but I've learned so much since starting my Low Tox business. So it's really important to know too that with essential oils, you can do so much more than just diffusing. So essential oils, it's really important that you use the right essential oils, because unfortunately the essential oil industry is not regulated. So someone can say that they're on their label of their little oil can say a pure essential oil. They only need to put actually 5% of the oil in there, and then they can fill it up with other nasties and toxins and fillers and things like that. So Young Living guaranteed a seed to seal promise, which means in that bottle is just the plant that the oil comes from, and that is it. So that was an eye-opener to me, because I was using another brand before I started with Young Living and thought I was doing the right thing by my family and as well, but unfortunately not. So that's one thing I learned. And then I started looking at everything else in the home, so cleaning and skincare and beauty products, and just shocked at the amount of toxins and chemicals that are in our everyday products that we put on our body.
So what are those chemicals, Lise? So I don't know anything. Let's pretend like I know nothing. I go and buy, Earth dishwashing liquid because I think I'm saving the planet or I'm doing the right thing. But there's obviously chemicals in that are causing things like, I know enough about, asthma and obviously eczemas and all sorts of stuff like that. But I'm really keen to know what's hidden, what's the basic things that are hidden in them that we should be keeping an eye out for. It's like, because I can read ingredients packets of a product on the shelf in the supermarket, but do I need to read ingredients of chemicals in my cleaning products? How do I even start looking at stuff like that?
So that's it's a huge, it's massive. That's huge. What companies do, so it's called greenwashing. So what greenwashing is it's a marketing thing that, if you see a pretty, a floral or flowers or the picture of the earth one that you just said then, to make you think that you're making good choices for your family. That's what greenwashing is. They spend more money on the marketing of their products than they actually do. But if you dive deep into what's actually in those products, they're full of chemicals and nasty. So there's one thing that you should look out for, and it's a banner it's called fragrance. So if you see on the back of a recipe, on the back of an ingredients list of, say, a dishwashing liquid, and it's got the word fragrance, unfortunately that word fragrance means that companies don't have to disclose what those chemicals that they've put into that product are. They can use that one banner called fragrance, And unfortunately, if you see fragrance on something, that means that it's full of chemicals and nasties. So I know, it's unbelievable. There's an app that you can use. It's called Think Dirty. That we use. Think Dirty. And you can actually type in the product that you're using, and what that will do is that'll come up with all the chemicals that are actually, or all the ingredients are in there, and it'll give you a rating of how harmful it is for you. It's an eye-opener. Like I recommend doing that. So you can put in the actual product, and then it'll tell you what the health effects are on it and everything like that too. So,
and that's what I need, what I would love to know. I would love to know. Like, I will
it's
amazing. Make it a mission of mine. I will make it a mission. I've got to know.
Yeah. Yes, and it's just amazing. Like, I never thought, like, I'm in my 40s and I never really thought about, like, bleaches are so toxic, and, cleaning agents, they're so bad for you. They're bad for your respiratory, they're bad for your skin, your hormones, all types of things, like even skincare and beauty products are shocking as well. So as a woman, we put on over 300 chemicals and toxins on our body daily, just from what we're using. Our deodorant. Yeah. And 80 of those are before we actually have breakfast. So we've had our shower and, it's
so amazing. You're talking about shampoos, face washes, soaps, moist stuff in our hair.
Yeah. Everything. Moisturizers, skin, makeup, hairspray, like everything. So many different things. It's amazing. So what I do now is I've got my Young Living business, and Young Living basically a one-stop shop where you can get anything that you would normally get from the supermarket, you get delivered to your door, and you guarantee that it's safe for you. There's no chemicals, nasties or toxins in any of the products. They have this system called Essential Rewards, and basically each month you transfer by from the supermarket to Young Living, and you know what's getting delivered to your door is going to be safe for you and your family. You get points on that, and then along the way you get lots of freebies and things too. So it's so good. I love it. It's like Christmas that comes every month when my wellness box arrives at my door. I get a mixture of oils, shampoos, toothpastes, all sorts of things.
I think that's a whole chat in itself, and I really want to peel the onion on that one. I think it'd be amazing to know more about the Young Living journey. But if I was just to go back and go, Young Living aside, because we'll bring that into it, but if in my home, like if I wanted to or needed, or you suggested I was to clean up my act in my home right now, where would I start?
Okay, so that's a good question, and that's what we do. If you're in the Young Living business, we help you switch and ditch. Month by month, you use the Essential Rewards program to switch and ditch. You go room by room. So say you wanted to start with your kitchen. Okay, so you look at your kitchen, you look at your dish soap, you look at your dishwashing tablets, and we have recipes for everything. We have the Thieves household cleaner. So I've basically ditched everything for this one cleaning agent. And then we have recipes all around that cleaning agent and our oils. So it's easy. It feels daunting when you first start, but honestly, it's so easy. And that's what I do. I help people do that. I help them transition to low tox and go from one room to the next. So you might want to start with your bathroom and your beauty products, or you might want to start with the kitchen, or you might want to start with laundry. But it's so easy. And we give you all the resources and all the tools that you need to be able to do that. So you're not just left on your own. You actually get supported to go through that process and start ditching.
I like that word, ditching. You come and clean out my house.
Oh, will?
Oh, that's so funny. It is overwhelming, because you look in my laundry, for example, and I'm sure mine's like every household out there. And I think there's probably 20 bottles all going to clean my bathroom, but they're bleaches and
Yeah.
Like
You don't need that. Honestly, you don't need it. You actually save money doing this too, because you only need one product that does everything, all plant-based, and it smells beautiful. You don't feel like you're being fumigated when you're using it. So, when you use a bleach or something and you get that big whiff to it. This is like, I can't tell you how bad that is for you when you do, using bleaches and domestos and all that sort of stuff.
So you've cleaned. Go on.
Yes, don't keep going.
You've cleaned up your house.
Yeah.
What have you noticed with just the people in your home, like the kids and hubby and you? Like, do you feel the effects of these not having these products? Like, I know that you've had skin irritation issues.
So both my kids have got really sensitive skin, like really sensitive, and I don't think we've had a flare up since we've been doing this, which is amazing. We don't have asthma, but I know of other families that have asthma, that the asthma's kind of calmed down a little bit more than what it would.
Yeah.
Perfumes is a huge one. So colognes and perfumes. Wow, I didn't realise how much perfumes, perfumes now, when I smell someone with some perfume on, gives me a headache, a migraine, because I'm so used to not smelling that now. And you can make so many beautiful perfumes and things with your essential oils. And not only is it smelling nice, they're actually they're therapeutic for you too. So certain oils do certain things for you as well. So, for instance, instead of I take, if I've got a headache, instead of doing that and taking Panadol or Nurofen, I'll do a peppermint scent tent. So a couple of drops of peppermint in my hand, rub it together and smile over my nose. And it's amazing what it can do for you. Skin, so lavender is great for skin and cuts and abrasions and bruises and that sort of thing as well. Lemon is beautiful for cleaning and whitening clothes. Like, they have so many uses as well.
So, okay, here we go. Give me a recipe. Give me one sneak peek recipe.
Yep.
That you would recommend. Like, what is the basic ingredients for a washing powder?
So we've got the Thieves household washing powder, but so dishwashing tablets, for instance.
Okay. Yep.
So I make a dishwasher powder. Now you're testing me. So in that is...
I didn't warn you on this one. I just was interested, because if I wanted to convert, where do I start?
Yeah, I make it all the time. So washing powder is, washing soda that you can get from the supermarket, bicarb soda. I think we have lemon essential oil in there. Epsom salts is in there, and that will save you so much money. So those dishwashing tablets that you buy, how expensive they are. You can make them for nothing, and then you know that what you're eating off doesn't have any chemicals or toxins or nasties on it as well.
And the big question I know a lot of people will ask is, does it clean it as good as these chemicals in the supermarket?
Yes, it does. It does. So I've actually done a lot of testing with my dishwashing tablets. So I've kind of found one now that I really, really like, that cleans properly. But it's been a bit of testing around on it, but we've got there with that one. Fabric softeners, that's another one. It's full of, oh my gosh, and you can make fabric softener so easy, so quick, and you can make the smell, whatever smell you want, depending on what oils you put in there as well.
Is it time consuming? Like, if you wanted to make your own products?
No, because I do it as I need it. So when it runs out, I will do it. I don't think any of our recipes take more than 5 minutes, literally. It's just like, bum, 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 put it all together and you're done. Like, honestly.
And you can do bulk, I guess.
Yeah. So you can do, bulk, if you wanted to make, double the recipes and stuff. And we give you all the recipes for everything as well. So you're not just left on your own.
Yeah.
And it's really simple. Like, it's so simple to implement. Like, you might have a cupboard full of cleaning stuff. You'll break it down to about this many products that you use.
It's changing your whole mindset though, isn't it? Because it's all about, like, to me, it's like, I don't know, shampoos and things like that. I mean, I've gone into an organic fairly clean shampoo, I think. But if I was to get you to look at the ingredients list, I'm sure you're going to go, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I think,
yeah, it's the same with food though, isn't it? Like when you think you're eating something healthy and then you actually delve into what's actually in it, you think, oh my gosh, no, this is not. So it's the same thing. It's about being aware and kind of educating yourself. If you can educate yourself and know better, then you'll do better for you and your family as well. If you can eliminate the amount of illnesses that might come your way, so a lot of these things are cancer causing as well. So if we can eliminate that, I don't understand why people wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, we went through my mother-in-law with cancer, and I would do anything in my power not for none of my other family members to get cancer, because that was a horrific experience. And if you can reduce that,
why not?
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
It's a big step, isn't it? It's like people saying to me, you know, I have to live on, you know, I have to have my biscuits, or I have to have my whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, but you could probably do without it, and you know you're going to be healthier without that, or whatever it might be. And this is exactly the same. It's like a mindset thing. I'm going to make an effort to change.
Right. Yeah, that's right. And with biscuits, you can make healthy biscuits. Like, you can make a healthy alternative to biscuits, you know. Like, instead of having a lolly or a chocolate, try a medjool date. Has anyone ever tried one of those? With a Brazil nut in it. It's so sweet and beautiful. Like, there are things that you can do to switch, you know what I mean? So it's not hard. It is all mindset. And if you want to do it, then you will.
It is so true. We just need to educate people more on this. And I love the fact that Healthy Mumma, you've had your own journey, and then it initially was, you know, weight loss and you know, things like that for yourself, and there's reasons, and you had your why, and then you've created this space for sharing the information, and now taking it even that next step with Low Tox Living. I just absolutely love it. And I guess I need to step into this Low Tox Living space. My husband will kill me, but I need to. He'll go, oh no, a new thing.
Not a new thing.
I love it, but I really would love to help you be a platform to get this message out there. I think there's something really, really big on that. But I want to ask you, and I don't know, I'm putting on the spot again. Your top 3 tips. If I was to go Low Tox.
Yep.
Top three tips. Where would I start? What would I start to do? What would you suggest as a takeaway for people if they wanted to explore this world of Low Tox Living?
Yeah. So we have a starting point with Young Living, which is it's a starter bundle. So it actually helps you get your starter bundle, then you get all your resources, and then I guide you through how to use that starter bundle and what you can do to try and switch and ditch all the nasties in your home. So there are a few options for starter bundles. So depending on which way you want to go, if you want to start with the cleaning side, then there's a cleaning bundle. If you want to start with, say, personal care and beauty and that sort of stuff, then there's another kind of thing. So we tailor and give you the bundle that suits you. And then we give you all the resources. We plug you into so much information. We have Facebook groups. We have workshops and classes. You're not left on your own. You've supported and guided the whole way through. And that's what my job is, to support you to do that. And then, that's basically it. Like, it's honestly, you get a recipe book. I don't have it on me. I should have actually. But we've got this beautiful book that we use that has all your recipes and guides in it. And I help you the whole way. You're not left on your own. It's not just, there you go, there's your bundle and off you go. And then we educate you on why.
That's the big thing, I reckon. The big thing for me is, what do these chemicals mean? Like, what are the side effects, or what can they cause? Like, what do they mean? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the chemicals, there's so many health effects to chemicals. Like, I've written some even before. So hormones affect your hormones, can affect your fertility, cancer causing, respiratory. There's just so many things that these chemicals can do. Lethargic, inability to focus, sleeping problems, inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues. The list goes on and on. Stress and anxiety it can cause. There's so many things that these chemicals do, which was just eye-opening to me. Like, it was just mind-boggling. And you know what? Like, our great grandparents lived low tox. That's just the way it was when they were growing up, right? They didn't have the fast food and the chemicals and all the processed stuff that we do now. Like, we've got to strip it right back to the way that they used to live, and that's basically it. All plant-based. They didn't have, half the things that we do now. It's just that, our society has evolved and technology has evolved and, manufacturing has evolved, and unfortunately people are just oblivious to what it's actually doing to you and what it does to your health as well.
I want to live like my grandmother from a nutrition perspective as well. It's meat and three.
Yeah.
It's none of this, the packet stuff. And it's the same. Do you remember that last soap?
Oh, yes. Everything, like everything they did, I'm sure they all cleaned with bicarb vinegar and lemon juice.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So Young Living is obviously moving past vinegar and lemon juice.
Yeah.
Because they're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we have, like, it's in our recipes. We have a lot of that stuff in our recipe. Like, bicarb is in a lot of things. But we've got our Thieves household cleaner, which is essential oil based, all plant-based, natural cleaning. And every single product that they have, you can guarantee that there will not be any chemicals or toxins in it. Like, that's why it's great, because you don't have to worry about, checking labels with them either, because that's what it's all about. It's all about low tox and no chemicals or nasties in anything. So it gives you peace of mind too, that knowing that what you're ordering, you're actually is going to be okay for you. You don't have to look at labels and sit there forever. If you go to the supermarket, honestly, I was in there for hours one day trying to pick a laundry detergent. I couldn't find anything. So
if I wanted to start today, and we're not going to hook up for another week about Young Living, and I wanted to start cleaning out a little bit, where would I start? Is there something that I could go, okay, eliminate that and do this?
You put me on the spot. Trying to think.
Probably not.
No. I mean, you need things like plant-based products to help with those things
and get ingredients to then make something. So it's actually do some Googling or something. Research.
I mean, there would be things.
Do you have Low Tox Living info on Healthy Mumma yet?
No, on the website.
Or is that going to be via the Young Living space?
No, I need to update my website. It's on my to-do list.
So how do anybody listening to this wanting to know more info, we can provide your
best to go to my Instagram account, _Healthy Mumma. There's so much, I've got so much info on there. I like to chat one-on-one with people too. If anyone can ask me any questions at all, happy to answer any questions, but lots of the info is on my Instagram site. My website is a work in progress. I need to update that because I haven't got the Young Living stuff on there yet. So,
and what about the Young Living group? There's a group out there that?
Yeah, so we've got a page called the Natural Gathering on Facebook, which has heaps of information on there too. We always plug anyone that is interested into that group, and you can search that group for recipes and inspo and education and all sorts of things. Our team also has a private Instagram page for workshops and classes. We've just done a mums, bubs and kids class. We did an essential oils basics class at the start of the month, and that's called Low Tox Health and Wellness Tribe page as well. It's got some underscores in there, so you'll be able to find it on my Healthy Mumma page as well. that we educate as well on there. We have classes and workshops monthly.
And I've seen those this last
Yeah.
couple of weeks. I've been involved in that, and I've loved it. I'm learning
Oh,
so
good.
much. I'm loving it. But I love the Instagram. Your Instagram is fantastic because you're on there all the time putting together recipes for washing powders and stuff, and I'm finding that really interesting as well. And you've got your daughter involved, so she's showing how simple it is to put the
yes,
together.
Exactly. If my 10-year-old can do it, anyone can do it.
That's fantastic.
She loves it. She absolutely loves it. She's always asking me to make things, and gets our Simply Low Tox book out and starts making things. Her favorite is the perfumes, I have to say. She loves making little perfume combos for her friends and family. Yeah.
Well, you made me a little combo, and I haven't got it. It's in my handbag, but I carry it everywhere. I'm rolling it on, and it's beautiful. I can't remember. You did tell me what was in it, but
I gave you the Relax Roller, which helps. It's got peace and calming in it, which obviously does what it says. Stress away, to help with your stress and anxiety, and lavender, which is good for not only skin but also for calming. Lavender's the calming queen.
And since you gave that to me a couple of months ago, I haven't used any other perfume. Like, I just roll it. I love it. Like, I actually really love the smell, and people comment, and I go around rolling it on everybody else because I want them to smell it and rolling on. It's really lovely. So
I love it.
Thank you.
And you can do so many. That's the thing with essential oils. It's not just the smell. It's, they've got therapeutic benefits as well. And you can make so many different combinations of rollers to support you. We've got a sleep one, we've got a wellness one, we've got one for seasonal support, which is for hay fever, and you can put oils in all different places on you, apply them in different parts of your body to help with whatever you need as well. So, yeah. And
what I found interesting too, which again, ignorance, that you can ingest them. I didn't realise that they had to be a certain quality. You can't go and buy some.
No, don't go buying a Kmart essential oil, because that won't be pure. So you can ingest the Young Living oils because that's all it's come from. So lemon, for instance, it's come from the lemon and the rind. There's nothing else in it. It's all just the lemon. Same with peppermint. You can put in hot water and have it as a peppermint tea. You can do orange. I mean, I know one of my friends' hubbies puts orange essential oil in their gin to give it a bit of a kick. You can cook with them. So we've got, a whole lot of culinary ones. So rosemary and coriander and all sorts of stuff. So that's why it's really important that you know how pure your oils are as well, because you can't ingest all oils. But the Young Living ones you can. So my message to everyone, because we'll wind up now, but my message to everyone is watch this space, because you and I are going to have a big conversation about the benefits of low tox living, and in particular oils. I want to know more about it. And I love being really curious in this space, because it's just, like I said, I can talk till the cows come home about what we're putting in our bodies, but I just don't know enough about what's going on. I mean, we all know we want to live low tox, but it's around us and we're not even aware of it. And people are out there buying stuff off the shelves thinking it's healthy for us, and it's just not. So that's right. Fantastic. Exactly right. Yeah. Well, I feel. Sorry, go on. I said it's an eye opener. It was a huge eye opener to me, like massive. I feel really blessed that I've been able to meet you, thanks to Kaylee, and connect with such like-minded people about topics that we're passionate about. And I know that we're going to, share stories a lot, and I know that people get a lot out of connecting and watching this sort of stuff. So thanks for coming along and having a chat with me today. And stay tuned. Thank you for having me. And likewise, so lovely to meet you. Connect. It's been amazing. Thanks, Kaylee. Thanks, Kaylee. Catch you. Thanks, Lise. Thank you. Speak soon. Okay. Bye. Bye.